So there is 19-year-old Mehdi KAZEMI, 2024 World Youth Bronze Medalist at the event in Budva, Montenegro, as ringside to commentate at that tournament. Preparing for his third contest here in Dubai. As for Chandra Bahadur THAPA, he too preparing for his third bout. 4-0 victor over David Yegorian of Armenia, the tournament number 6 seed in the round of 16 yesterday.
Round 1.
So we're in the 54-kilogram bantamweight division. It's quarterfinal action between boxers from Iran and Nepal. The taller figure wearing red is 19-year-old Mehdi KAZEMI. Some adjustment going to be required to the bootlace of the man in blue, and that is Chandra THAPA, 26 years of age, part of a 5-strong Nepalese boxing team. Multiple national championship medals under his belt. His third bout here of Dubai 2025. In the round of 16 here, the man in red prevailed against a fellow teenager, Jawad Shamshir of Australia. He suffered a cut right eye in the third round after an accidental clash of heads. Had a point taken off in round number 2 en route to his split decision victory, 4-1. And the point deduction was for punching incorrectly. He landed with some solid punches, but many of them were with the inside of the glove, and he was spoken to repeatedly for what the referee determined was slapping, and so the point was removed. Let's see whether that eye is targeted by the left hook or the left jab of THAPA. Oh, that's a wonderful right hand over the top, and THAPA celebrating it with a little bit of a grin to himself. Right back to his work rather than admiring it for an overly long period of time. And you can see he's trying to land that sneaky overhand right counter and use quick feet to close the gap against his taller opponent. Stepping in with a good left hook to the body. KAZEMI looking to keep his composure. Leaping left hook attempted by THAPA, who really does possess a bundle of fast twitch fibers. Very explosive boxer. Just inaccurate with his attempted work to body and then head. There he did land a left hook, which was somewhere around the armpit of KAZEMI. And KAZEMI hasn't yet established the left jab. There he tried to come back with a counter left-right combination after making his man miss. But these explosive bursts of aggression closing the gap in a flash from THAPA. There, KAZEMI trying to establish some measurement of distance. Single phase attacks coming, but a wonderful right hand landed by KAZEMI, perhaps his best shot of the entire contest, but then a solid counter in return from THAPA. KAZEMI looking to measure his man with straight punches once again. First round in the book. The man in blue perhaps landing the more eye-catching shots over the course of the 3-minute frame. This man did begin to find his range the more we progressed through the round, had success with straight punches, but I think the greater amount of success came from the man in blue. Remember, we have 5 scoring judges using the 10-point must system, and we await the verdict as to how they will see the round. Well, there's the evidence of the right eye injury that KAZEMI brought into this contest after the clash of heads against Jawad Shamshir. Australian schools medalist just last year is Shamshir. He's only 19 years of age himself. And there are the scores. So a clean sweep of the board for THAPA. So into the second round then. And again, helping himself to that snaking right cross right on the belt is THAPA. Beautiful work to the body and a swarming exchange attempted, but neither man particularly accurate. But he possesses blistering speed of hand and foot, and that's one way to try and slow it down. First the left hand to the body, then the right hand to the body from KAZEMI, but coming back with a right hand over the top is THAPA. And the heads of in danger of clashing just a few moments ago. Big singles being launched by THAPA. And trying to get on the front foot, credit to him, but he's not yet found his distance with any consistency. KAZEMI, he's landed that raking left jab on occasion. Here he's going in search of it once again. Tried to finish on the left hook, classic combination, but couldn't quite find the range with any of the three punches. Now he's keeping the attack going, which is good to see. Walking his man back to the blue corner and working the body effectively with that good right hand. Looking for the uppercut underneath is KAZEMI, and again, keeping the attack going after he was inaccurate with the 1-2. But remember, sometimes the jab can be used as a decoy. Just keep putting it out there to try and blind your opponent or set him up to bring through the backhand. But he possesses terrific speed of foot, does THAPA. And when he finds himself in these corners, it's almost as though he flicks a switch sometimes and just sprints away to another portion of the ring. Oh, that's a cracking right hand, and again he spins off the line, counterclockwise to his right. THAPA finding his range wonderfully. There's the same right hand lead once again. Eye-catching punches that are moments of quality from the man from the pole. But credit to KAZEMI. He's continuing to press, but he's got to be careful he doesn't smother his attempted work here. Can he begin to find some straight punch success? Willingly retreating to his own corner of his own volition is THAPA, and then a burst of punches to the body followed by a scoring left hook to the head. Back answers KAZEMI, but then the final word came from THAPA to make it first and third boxing for the man in blue. Reaching for the right hand, his back foot coming off the canvas. KAZEMI. THAPA looking for that right hand over the top, which has served him so well. Sitting on the ropes willingly once again, and he's all smiles as he goes back to that blue corner. Remember, he took the first round unanimously. There was a spirited effort from KAZEMI, not suggesting it was ineffectual, but I don't think it's going to be good enough to take the second round. But he did try to pick up the tempo and vary his attack. But that's and there was the heads coming together. But we saw the referee making the gesture for incorrect punching a few moments ago. That's what he was doctor point for in his previous contest at the round of 16. But he did try to turn things up here in terms of his intensity and punch output. But I think he's been matched and indeed bettered by the man in blue. So the second round complete. Both of them scored unanimously in favor of THAPA.
Your third and final round.
So the third round underway here, and the man in red, Mehdi KAZEMI, the 2024 World Youth Bronze Medalist from the edition in the coastal town of Budva, Montenegro last year. I was ringside to commentate on that tournament, and he was superb in boxing his way through to the medal rostrum. If he hopes to do that here, he's got to overturn a deficit of 20 points to 18 on all 5 scorecards of the ringside judges. And now Chandra entering bout management mode, just skitting across the ropes, along the ropes laterally. Mehdi bombing, oh, that's a wonderful right hand again. What a counter a right-hand lead from THAPA after the man in red enjoyed some success. Remember, KAZEMI just 19 years of age, in with a more mature boxer. And there's been no diminution of his desire. He's continuing to press. But THAPA possesses wonderfully quick feet. And he's an accurate pot shotter. Not too far away with that right hand. There's a solid right jab to the body. And when he launches that right hand lead, he really does put everything behind it. He's such a bundle of fast twitch fiber. Well, the cut, is it a new cut or is it the right eye that's been opened up? The referee has bumped his knuckles together, meaning that this injury has been caused by an accidental clash of heads. And it's the same injury, I think, that he brought into the boxing ring. But it's been opened up again here, just approaching the halfway stage of the final round. So, kidney punches being launched by KAZEMI. That's a rabbit punch from KAZEMI. Went around the rear of the head. It was also with the inside of the glove. And again, having picked up a warning for that and been spoken to on a couple of occasions here in this quarter-final bout, picked up a warning in his round of 16 bout. That technique is something that his coaches are going to have to work on. His talent is beyond question, the 19-year-old KAZEMI. Again, you don't get through to an age group world championship final four without possessing talent and all the intangibles of determination and discipline and desire. Also need a little bit of luck as well, as THAPA picking off his man now as he's, oh, that's a wonderful check left hand, and he's having real pot shot success in the face of this front foot pressure that KAZEMI is looking to apply. But he's playing right into the wheelhouse of THAPA, who is in bout management mode. The clock is in his favor. Oh, what a two-punch combination. Left, right, followed by another nudging little left uppercut underneath, which just grazed the chin of KAZEMI. And KAZEMI bearing that gum shield back into the mix, looking for the finishing shot, but he's not going to be able to find it. And it will be the man in blue from Nepal who will be going through to the medal stages. What a fantastic display of patient pot shotting. And despite the best efforts of Mehdi KAZEMI, it will be this man, THAPA, who will be going through. His teammate, Lal Prasad Upreti, became Nepal's first ever boxer in the quarterfinal. He's been emulated here, and now THAPA is through to the final four. Terrific performance. Let's get the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, on ring B, your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, representing Nepal, Chandra Bahadur THAPA.
So Chandra Bahadur THAPA of Nepal makes it through to the final four in the men's 54-kilogram bantamweight division, enriching himself by at least $75,000 US, which will be split between his coach, his federation, and himself. And that is a wonderful accomplishment by the Nepalese coaching setup, and indeed the talent of THAPA as well, because they drew up the instructions, he carried them out in the boxing ring. And it was a very smart display of effective pot shotting, picking his punches beautifully. And he's all smiles as he leaves the boxing ring. We'll see Chandra THAPA again at the semi-final stage. Spirited effort by Mehdi KAZEMI, unable to emulate his accomplishment of a World Youth Bronze last year here in the senior event, but will no doubt see him again in years to come. But this moment belongs to THAPA.